Welcome to the criminal imagination, where shadows hide secrets and ladies in lace gloves uncover them. Today, we step into a quiet English village where the roses bloom and secrets rot beneath the soil. Our story? It's about the spinster detectives of the Golden Age, those sharp minded women in tweed who smiled sweetly, sipped tea, and saw through murder. But how did these women, so seemingly harmless, come to dominate the most dangerous puzzles of their time? Let's unravel this mystery. Once upon a time, around the turn of the 20th century, female detectives were rare, often dismissed or tucked away in corners of fiction. They were background characters, whispered about, hardly central to the chase. But something changed in the golden age of crime fiction. Enter Miss Jane Marple. Created by Agatha Christie, Marple is no ordinary old lady. With her knitting needles and keen eye, she watches, she listens, and she waits. Too old to be seen as seductive or threatening, she slips unnoticed into rooms, her age a disguise better than any cloak. What others see as frailty, she turns into invisibility. And from that invisibility, she solves murders. But Miss Marple wasn't the first. Before her came Amelia Butterworth, the American prototype from New York's crime scene. Unlike Marple's flower beds and finches, Butterworth battled the chaos of a city thick with danger, where men ruled the police force and women were expected to stay quiet. Still, Butterworth made her mark, and Christie, she borrowed the idea, but gave it a British twist. Now, Miss Marple wasn't alone in this quiet revolution. Meet Miss Maud Silver from Patricia Wentworth's novels. She is a former governess turned private investigator. Silver lived a mysteriously wealthy retirement where she calmly untangled crimes while knitting socks. But if Marple and Silver were the subtle minds, then Miss Beatrice Adela Lestrange Bradley was the storm in the teacup. She was created by Gladys Mitchell. Mrs. Bradley wasn't sweet, she was fierce. A psychoanalyst, a widow, a woman with no time for romantic nonsense. She didn't need a man. She didn't care what people thought of her past marriages or her children. Yes, she had many. She earned the nickname Mrs. Crocodile, cold, clever, and utterly unshaken by anyone. Mrs. Bradley could outthink and outpunch you. And that's the quiet brilliance of these women. Each of them operated in a society that underestimated them, and each used that to their advantage. They traded visibility for power, respect for silence, and yet they always won. These were not just detectives, they were revolutions in a shawl, and their legacy it lives on. In every cunning female sleuth, every clever twist, every time the most unassuming character turns out to be the one who knew all along. So tell me, which Golden Age Spencer detective do you think had the most power? Was it Marple's invisibility or Bradley's fearless intellect? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your pick. And if this gave your imagination something wicked to chew on, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who'd never suspect the old lady with a cat brooch. Until next time, remember, in crime, as in fiction, the most dangerous people are the one no one ever watches.